digital age, collecting physical items give many a special sense of comfort. From movie DVDs, whiskey bottles to stamps, here's what some of the top media executives love collecting.
I love buying stuff for the house, absolutely. If it's offbeat, if it's odd, and it's not a cliched artifact from the country. So wherever I go, I definitely keep some time out to explore and pick up interesting artifacts from the country. So, I've lucked out and I've had the chance to go to some 32 countries around the world in different cities. I think I've got something from everyone, everywhere. Guy who makes industrial furniture in Jodhpur, and he does some interesting stuff using old railway equipment, so that's from there.
So when I was in Delhi, I used to always, every weekend I'll land up in Chittaranjan Park and buy DVDs and come back. Now, of course, I buy it online. I love movies. I like documentaries. I like all kinds of movies. I like good, bad, ugly, pathetic movies. So all kinds of movies. So I mean, I've been in different trips in life. So once I actually got onto the IMDb worst 100, and I say that I have to own all 100 of them. I didn't manage to. I probably landed up having only 20, 25. I did a bit of a cataloging process. There was about 7,000 odd, I forget the number, and since then I've added on some more. Not all of them are in DVD format, some of them are also in a digital format, so in hard disks. So I'd say close to 10,000, yeah.
If I think back to 2007, I think I had one bottle of Glenfiddich. When we got married, we got, I say, but it was really me who got a couple of bottles of whiskey from different people. And from there it just kind of built on, and the more I got to know about single malt, the more I fell in love with it. And the deeper you get into it, the more discerning you get. So at one point, 2 years ago, I thought I had heard of every single Japanese whiskey that exists, right? So the Japanese whiskeys, as a lot of people are aware, 5 of the top 10 whiskies as they're rated, whatever, have always been Japanese now for the past 5 to 6 years. So I collect them a lot. I travel quite a bit internationally, so every time I travel, I bring back 2 bottles, and so my collection's expanded to quite a bit. I don't even drink whiskey that often. It's more about collecting it, but I like my whiskey. So, for example, currently there are at least 15 bottles that I have which I've never tasted. I haven't counted. I was thinking of counting recently, but it'll be about 100, I guess.
I read a lot. At one time, P.G. Wodehouse, I read all of Wodehouse. I have all of them. Then there was a time when I thought Dan Brown was doing brilliantly well with Da Vinci Code, and then Angels and Demons, and Digital Fortress. And for a while, I read all of his books. There are quite a few authors. I keep picking them up. My wife is also an avid reader, so we've got an entire corridor full of books. We can't throw away our books, we always keep the books. Nowadays, of course, in the last 2 years, I've only been downloading on my Kindle because we're running out of space. I used to do stamps when I was in school. I've stopped that. No, I'm now collecting experiences. I think I can afford to see the world a bit. I'm collecting experiences.